With over 100 registered political parties, the electoral system and elections in India is very, very complex because all the interests of all these parties need to be kept in mind before an alliance is formed. The 2024 election is a political tug-of-war between two main groups, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led National Democratic Alliance and the newly formed I.N.D.A. Alliance represented by Rahul Gandhi and other regional leaders. The I.N.D.A. Alliance was recently formed with over 24 big and small parties joining hands to take on Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the NDA. Many of these parties are regional rivals and have been splintered at the national level. Some of their key leaders such as Mamata Banerjee, Arvind Kejriwal, M.K. Stalin, Sharad Pawar, Sitaram Yechury, Uddhav Thackeray and Akhilesh Yadav are regional heavyweights but lack influence at the national level. For the 2024 elections, they have sought to bury their differences and collaborate rather than compete to challenge Modi. We are on our way to meet Professor Chandrachud Singh. Let's see what he has to say about the alliance and its prospects this election.
The public reaction is more lukewarm to the news that there's an alliance. I would not say that it's cold, but I would rather believe that it's not warmer as well. So I think it's kind of a mixed understanding of some desperate attempts being made to dislodge the current regime from power. So I would believe that that is why I said, well, but they do look at the alliance as in kind of some optimism or at least some kind of a thrill that would get them going when it comes to the voting. But I would not see the alliance with people having great expectation from the alliance as simply being in terms of its capabilities to dislodge the government from power.
Rahul Gandhi from the Indian National Congress is seen by many as the main leader of this new alliance. After the alliance was formed, Rahul Gandhi travelled across the country to connect with people and galvanize support.
राहुल गांधी हमारे घर पे अचानक ही आए, हम तो देख के चौंक गए थे।
हमारी एक योजना आ रही है, हम हर गरीब महिला को 1 लाख रुपए दें साल।
This election is about those who are trying to destroy the constitution and destroy democracy in this country versus those who are trying to protect the constitution.
The alliance is playing on its acronym, saying it will be India versus Modi in the 2024 polls.
ये लड़ाई ऑपोजिशन और बीजेपी के बीच में लड़ाई नहीं है। देश की आवाज को दबाया और कुचला जा रहा है। ये देश की आवाज के लिए लड़ाई है।
I think Rahul has been able to create some kind of an image for himself. So let's accept that. He comes off now as a leader and is accepted amongst the people as a leader who is fearless and who is capable of launching attacks. The only thing is that this attack that he launches is not very consistent. As a person, he's emerged out of the shadows of the kind of image he had. He comes as if he's taken a bit seriously amongst the voters. Well, it may not translate into electoral victory of any sort. That's basically because at organizational levels, the Congress remains weak.
Indian National Congress spokesperson Pawan Khera says the party is aware of the massive challenges at play to take on Modi and his allies, but they remain optimistic.
When we first started talking about alliance with all the prospective partners, we knew that the road ahead would not be a very smooth ride. The Congress Party's experience in cobbling alliances and running governments, alliance governments, is a very rich experience. By and large, the India Alliance is a good alliance of like-minded people who have the willingness of giving up some seats on all sides. So I think it's a good, very healthy alliance.
In spite of having a comfortable majority in the Indian Parliament, Prime Minister Modi and the BJP are not leaving any stone unturned to expand the NDA alliance.
With the 2024 Lok Sabha elections closing in, a bigger and refurbished National Democratic Alliance is in the works. With the BJP now making all-out efforts to retain its majority in Lok Sabha for a third straight term, its leadership has made pragmatic adjustments to accommodate new allies.
Most analysts and political pundits suggest that the BJP has an upper hand in this election.
No Indian Prime Minister since Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has won thrice over in 3 successive elections. The NDA alliance projected to bag 45% of the vote share, which is what the NDA alliance had in the last election as well.
However, the party is collaborating with smaller parties to increase its support base, leaving no stone unturned in its efforts.
Larger NDA in the making before 2024 polls, it appears, as we see the TDP and the Janasena of Andhra Pradesh who are coming likely together to join hands with the BJP.
The BJP and PMK, the Pattali Makkal Kachi, signed a deal early this morning in Dindivanam in the presence of BJP leaders Annamalai.
The idea is to maximize votes and to maximize the seats as well. In terms of the perception battle, the BJP clearly wants to be seen as much ahead than its competitors. So if the alliance, the India alliance has 20 odd parties, the BJP would try to have 40 parties so that people know that, well, even before the election begins, the results are out.
Currently, the National Democratic Alliance, or the NDA, has close to 40 big and small parties. In the current parliament, the NDA has a total of 351 seats out of the 543 seats in the parliament. In this election, they plan to cross 400 seats.
अब की बार
We met with BJP spokesperson Jaiveer Shergill. He started his career in politics with the Indian National Congress before moving to the BJP in late 2022. He told ABC News that the NDA was confident of crossing the 400 mark this election.
The dipstick measure or the barometer of NDA versus I.N.D.A. is very evident from the mood of the nation already. The mood of nation as far as NDA is concerned, led by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, is as far as NDA is ab ki baar 400 par, which for you means that this time it's above 400 seats for NDA. So ab ki baar 400 par versus for I.N.D.A. or especially the Congress, kya hoga is baar 40 par? Will Congress cross 40? That is a question mark in Indian voters. Whereas on the opposite side, there's a definitive faith that NDA will cross 400.
But is it easy for NDA to get more than 400 seats in a 543-seat parliament?
You know, elections are quite different to predict and very difficult to predict in India. But well, if the Prime Minister wants 370, if he really works, and if the way the things are happening in the India alliance, well, who knows?